So what is up, guys? Curse Mark Reed back with you again. Let me go ahead and start this real quick. But you saw me for the Microsoft recap. It's time for the Sony recap. I got my sheet here with all my notes of the important stuff to go over. So let's go ahead and go over this. Keep it in the 15 minutes because last one almost went over 15 minutes. But let's go ahead and get started. Sony was go ahead and recap the whole thing. In my opinion, it was better than Microsoft. Of course, everything is going to be better than Microsoft, who focused mostly on Connect. But let's go ahead and this is Sony. So first off, they did address the PSN outage. They didn't say much about it. Just oh, we're sorry, we got it up. It won't ever go down again. Pretty much stuff like that. And then they went on, just moved on. Cinema Now movies, I didn't really catch what that was. I just thought I'd say something about it. Then they got to their first tech demo for Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception, which comes out the 1st of November of this year. They had he was on a ship for the demo. Not a shit. He was on a ship, but I personally haven't played. I don't have a PS3. The last Sony system I owned was the PS2, which I really was one of my favorite systems. But I haven't got a PS3 yet, so I haven't played any of the Uncharted games. They showed Resistance 3, which they didn't have a release date for it, and they showed they had for Killzone 3, they had a sharpshooter bundle. You get one of those little shooter things like the Wii shooter, and like I said, Wii shooter. And then they had God of War Origins, which is the 2 God of War PSP games remastered for the PS3, and Echo and the Shadow Colossus remastered, which both of those games will be in 3D, which is unnecessary 3D. But you can say all 3D is unnecessary, but you gotta wear the glasses for it. And then they announced which this is one of their big announcements for the conference, the PlayStation Display, which is a little 24-inch 3D TV, which is kind of like two TVs in one, because if you're playing a two-player game, the first person will see one thing, and the second player will see another thing. I don't know how that works. Don't ask me. But it will be releasing October 4th for $500. So it comes with a 6-foot HDMI cable, and I think they said it comes with Resistance 3. I'm not quite sure about that, but it also comes with one pair of their 3D glasses, which their 3D glasses will retail for $69.99 in store. They had NBA 2K12. Every year is a new NBA 2K game. They had Kobe Bryant to play it because they're in LA. Gotta have Kobe Bryant. But I have to say one thing about Sony. They, like Microsoft, who focused on Connect games, they focused on Move games. I don't see how you play a NBA game with the Move. So that's the thing. This was a new announcement. They had Medieval Moves, Dead Man's Quest, which I can see that as a Move game because it's made to be a Move game. Games that are made to be Move games work, and the games that are just converted to be Move games don't work, in my opinion. Then they just had a trailer with a bunch of games that had Move added to it that I haven't released yet. Starhawk, and they had the new Sly Cooper game, which comes out next year. Will be Thieves in Time, so we'll see what that is. Wasn't a long trailer, and then they didn't even have Sly Cooper in the trailer, so That's something. Dust 514 is a first-person shooter for the Move. Yeah, we'll get over that. And then they show some BioShock Infinite, which I have to say it has a very unique art style. It's not like the first two BioShocks, which were, you know, dank and moist. Of course, that was because they're underwater. But and then they had for BioShock Infinite, they have a, you know, if you buy it on PS3, you get something special, and if you don't buy it on the 360, which if you watch Nintendo's conference today, you'd probably want to throw your 360 and PS3 out the window right now. But we'll get to that when I talk about Nintendo in the next video. Saints Row the 3rd, November 15th, and they have a Star Trek to go tie in with the movie, Star Trek movie coming out later this year, and they're gonna make a unique Move controller. It looks like a phaser, which comes out next year. New SSX, which I think is coming out for both 360 and PS3, but the PS3 will have a unique Mount Fuji state level you can play on. Need for Speed The Run will have 7 additional cars on the PS3, and then Battlefield 3, when it comes out on the PS3, will have a free additional second game, Battlefield 1943. This is all these for the Sony PS3. Then PlayStation Suite, which where's that down? I have no idea what that even is. I'll put an annotation here when I figure out what it is. And then the biggest announcement of the conference is the NGP, which they have announced the name is PlayStation Vita, which means PlayStation Life in Latin or something. I don't know. I speak American. The big things of the Vita is, you know, the 2 analog sticks, pretty much. The touch pads, and I think it has a gyro motion like the 3DS, and then front and rear cameras. But it'll have 2 different models, a Wi-Fi version, then a 3G Wi-Fi, which they're partnering with AT&T, which got a bad response in the theater when they announced it. But the Wi-Fi only will be $249.99, and the 3G will be $300. Because you know, 3G will give it a little more. It'll have, you know, I guess you can surf the internet and not have to have a wireless internet connection. But I don't know. I'm not looking to get one as of right now. Maybe when they drop in price. And some of the games they announced for the NGP, I'm still going to call it the NGP. I think it sounds cooler than the Vita. But Uncharted, Golden Abyss, Ruin, Mod Nation Racers, A Little Big Planet, and the Street Fighter and Cross with Tekken. So yeah, that was the Sony. It was, in my opinion, it was better than the Microsoft's, but not better than Nintendo's, which I'm going to be recording after I finish recording this. So I'll see you for Nintendo's Nintendo recap. So see you then.